Another Nigerian senator linked with murder as group demands justice. The Coalition of Human Rights and Good Governance is a coalition of several civil society groups on human rights defenders and good governance. In a world press conference held by the group on the 16th of June 2018 in Abuja, Crack TV correspondent gathered from the group that there is an attempt to cover a murder case. They have called on the Delta State government to expedite the process of the trial of all those indicted in the killings of innocent Nigerians in Ibusa, Delta State, sometime in 2013.
The press, good afternoon. Every Nigerian should enjoy the right to life and to live anywhere in Nigeria freely. The situation where innocent Nigerians are killed by supposed leaders who deviously find their ways into leadership because they want immunity to carpet all their deeds is totally unacceptable, it is unfair, it is unjust, and in fact it is inhuman. It is against that backdrop that a coalition of human rights and good governance, which encapsulates civil society groups, human rights groups, today decided to echo our voice to tell the world of the happenings and all the deeds of Senator Peter Nwabushi, representing Delta North Senatorial District. I take my speech. We are delighted to welcome you all to this press briefing, according to members of the press, as it is now paramount at this stage to publicly share with Nigerians our feelings, frustrations, and pains about how the killings of innocent Nigerians are being handled. It is our utmost belief that all nations strive to achieve progress and development, and obstacles which hinder such success, like insecurity and matters accorded national priorities and handled with all seriousness. This is exactly what we expect our security agencies and judiciary to do. Sometimes in 2013, some innocent Nigerians were killed in Delta State. And this matter has so far gone to the extent before the judiciary, and until this minute, no one knows what is happening. And this matter concerns Senator Peter Nwabushi, who is representing Delta North Senatorial District, presently serving at the Senate. On the 20th of June 2013, a group of court boys being sponsored by Senator Peter Nwabushi, representing Delta North Senatorial District of Delta State, at a time when he was the Delta State People's Democratic Party chairman, before he became a senator, had rounded up and killed an unsuspecting innocent young Okada rider. His name is Zikara Saswad, and took away his motorcycle. One of these court boys, named Uba Nonso, is still in detention in Gwashiuku Medium Prison in Delta State, awaiting trial. These boys, being armed and sponsored by an unfortunate member of the Senate, Senator Peter Nwabushi, have committed several atrocities in the area, but one worrisome trend of these activities is the target of one ethnic group, which is unfortunate, which in their confessional statement revealed they have always killed those of the Hausa extraction, which a driver of Senator Nwabushi has always come to pick the corpse for whatever purpose, which we suspect to be for ritual purposes. Today, there has been clamor for unity or unification of this country of ethnic groups. But a situation whereby a serving senator who was then the party chairman of PDP will begin to target a particular ethnic group is so worrisome, and it calls for concern, because these are the kind of people that would do acts that would set this country into anarchy. And that we must echo our voice and call on the Nigerian people, the Nigerian government, and the world entirely to raise up and see how we'll bring this person to justice. Peter Nwabushi's driver, one Emeka, has come to pick 4 of the previous corpses they have killed in the past that was never seen before their Waterloo on that fateful day. What is more worrisome in this matter is the fact that we are not hearing anything about this, and the sponsors of this heinous crime isn't paraded to answer for his crime. Instead, he is being promoted to the National Assembly, and lots of efforts are being made to sweep this under the carpet. If the top citizen of the Federal Republic can be called upon and given 48 hours to answer on the offer robbery, why can't another that has more weighty allegation be invited? Or probably some persons are above the law in this country, or there is more we need to know, even though this crime was committed 5 years ago. We want to state clearly that even the Senate President very recently was called upon to answer questions that concerns him, or that his name was mentioned with the effects of a robbery. So why wouldn't Senator Peter Nwabushi be called upon to answer allegations against him about murder, and especially murder that concerns the particular ethnic group? To also interest the public to know that all criminal cases have been transferred from the Delta State High Court of Opapu, Igbo to Asaba in Delta State, apart from this case alone, with case file number AKU/13C/13 and charge number 0/21C/13. We are surprised that while the police investigation report has indicted Senator Nwabushi and his boys, they have all gone further to eliminate the brother to the deceased, who was the key witness, and the police officer, Sergeant Lucky Ogumu, who was the IPO of the case, so as to kill the matter. To this, we are hereby calling on the judiciary to do the needful, as justice delayed is justice denied, and call on Senator Peter Nwabushi to immediately answer for the killing of the innocent lives and relinquish his position in the Red Chamber until he is exonerated, as we cannot continue to have such characters as our legislators, while the lives of youths are lost daily. We have all known that this country's strength relies on the youth, a situation whereby our acclaimed leaders, especially legislators, will be the one to sponsor thugs to begin to go about killing innocent Nigerians. That we will raise our voice and we will call on the Nigerian government, the judiciary, the police, and the entire world to see that Senator Peter Nwabushi is brought to book. In conclusion, we want to say we shall all continue to be the voice of the voiceless. Thank you all, and may God bless you as you journey back to your destination. My name is Comrade Richard Nyala. Well, thank you very much for your question. We have so far made effort to reach out to the Attorney General of Delta State, because that is where we should begin from, to see how this case will be reignited, and all effort proved abortive. But in the interim, we are trying to see how we will forward the petitions to the Office of the Inspector General of Police, the Attorney General of the Federation, so that they will look into this matter appropriately and do justice to the issue. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. I think from our statement, if you go to point number 7, we stated with the case file and the charges number. It tells you that this case is before the State High Court. We have done all our investigations to this effect before we decided to come out as a voice. And the issue of the question you asked about if we are a fraction of a group, like we started, if you go through our statement, we said we are a coalition of civil rights group and good governance, which cut across Delta North, Delta State, and Nigeria as a whole. In as much as you are a Nigerian, you have the right to live in any part of the country you so choose to. And you should be protected by the Constitution, by the law, and by the security as a citizen. Thank you. You see, it is rather unfortunate we Nigerians begin to politicize issues. Let me take you back to the case of Senator Joshua Dare, who was convicted. Would anyone say it's witch hunt? He himself made a statement and said he was misled. Was it witch hunt? His case started not even with this administration. Started back as far as 11 years ago. So would you say that is witch hunt? Of course, the judiciary has a process. They have an ethics, how they conduct their affairs. The judiciary cannot just wake up and say they are ruling on a case until they have substantiative evidence before they set their rulings. We are not concerned about his corruption allegation. EFCC and what have you, they have their facts about it. But what we are concerned is the lives of Nigerians, especially the lives of youth. That is our core. We are not concerned about his corruption charges. We know the Nigerian government and Delta State is concerned about the corruption allegation he's facing. We are concerned about the life of the innocent Nigerians that have been killed, whom he orchestrated. Thank you. I think that will be all for now.
As he said, they cannot continue to have such elements as legislators while the lives of innocent youths are lost daily. With the trend of robbery and murder linked to our senators in the National Assembly, many may wonder, having such leaders representing us at the upper legislative chamber, could this be the genesis of our problems in the country?